It's not very nice to say I told you so, but ladies, I told you so. This whole I'm going to be single and pursue this and I'm just going to use guys as like playthings and not take anything seriously. It's not working out. And they're done with all of it. They're done with your games. They're done with you just disposing of them, being nasty to them. They're done with it. Did you think you could keep doing that forever? Because you cannot. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. The other I told you so is I knew MGTOW would work. I knew if the men were like, no, I'm done. Or if they were like, look, I am done unless and until, your behavior improves. And it looks like things are trying to return to factory settings, but we're glitching. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because again, I'm shocked. Welcome back to Far From Eden. Before we get into it, yes, new set, smaller couch, Lola can jump up. You guys requested, so you get what you want. But if it looks different today, that's because my camera won't talk to my computer. So we're doing the computer camera. It's some days. Anyways, without further ado. Also, if you like this kind of content, and you're like, what kind of content? Oh, this kind of content. Hit like, and if you wouldn't mind, hype this video. That's kind of a new thing that YouTube is doing. And I would be very happy if you would do that for me. That would make these videos get out there to more humans. Okay. And if you're like, why is she kind of stalling? Because the language on these broads, and YouTube doesn't like it when there's a bunch of language in the first, 30 seconds, but we're well into that. So here's our first lady going to complain and saving the one that's tired of being a 304, who she will say it straight out. She's coming up later.
Everyone's like, oh, you're young, you're 24, like explore your options, sow your wild oats. I don't want to explore my options anymore. I've been exploring. Been fucking Ibn Battuta out here. Shit ain't sweet. I actually want to be someone's wife and be married.
I bet that's a difficult conclusion to come to. All of the propaganda and everything has been telling these ladies, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. You don't want that. That's oppressive. They go out there and they have their funsies. A reality sets in. It's not so fun. But the problem is you want to be a wife. Exploring everything in the past makes it harder for you to be that, because the innocence of it, the innocence of that you had when you were younger, just isn't there. You've got a lot of baggage at this point, some more than others, as we will see. And now the lady of the hour, not an hour, but the lady of the show. This is the one that I saw that inspired this show that I'm making right now, because I couldn't believe she came out and said it. There's something about TikTok that it's like they think they're in some kind of like a Catholic confessional and no one's going to hear what they're saying, because they say things that most of the time we wouldn't be caught dead saying to anybody, even to our girlfriends. So check this out.
Is it just me, or is anyone else tired of just being a hoe? I don't know. Low-key, I think I'm a hoe because I'm sad. I'm fucking sad as shit. I don't know. I'm so tired of coming home and not having, someone to like walk in the door. Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm about to cry. Like not having someone there to care for, to like.
Did you see the difference in this one? Someone there to care for. Not someone there to do this for me, do that for me, what have you. Someone there to care for. That's also what struck me about this one. She's quite young. She's already admitting this. But you'll see in a couple seconds how very sad it actually is because she's made so many mistakes up to this point already. Already. Because society is messed up and no one teaches us anything, you know? However, we do kind of understand, like, well, you probably shouldn't do this and you probably shouldn't do that. It's just that no one taught her the consequences. Sad. And let me know in the comments if after she's done with her spiel and you find out more about her, if you would give this one a chance. Because I have a feeling I know the answer, but curious.
Fucking like, bitch, I want to make your dinner. I want to pack your lunch.
Aww.
I want someone to help me raise my daughter and be a father to her. I don't know what the fuck. Because I'm so sad about like not having any of that, and it's like I feel like I can never find that, and I will never have that because I haven't been able to find anything like that. Because all guys want to do is fuck or play your ass. I mean, I had someone that I really liked. We didn't even fuck, and
She is so crass and she doesn't even realize it. To refer to that act by that word. And I wonder what kind of guys she talking about. Like this is a good example of when they date a certain kind of guy and then they paint all guys like that. And yet she still wants to come home and make someone's dinner and pack their lunch. It's such a shame that she messed around and ended up having a child before any of that could happen. It makes you wonder when we get our freedom and liberation and all of these choices, women, what we do with them. It's insane. We just went out and became 304s. In the 60s, as soon as we were allowed, we did. And this is where it lands us. That's why, women, you need to understand feminism is not good for you. It's not good for you. This is where it lands people. And yeah, we've got the middle-aged ones that have gotten divorced and they're out there trying to say how awesome it is and stuff, but it's all a lie. It's a lie. And those ones lie to the young girls like this. Witches.
he played me. Like, he didn't get anything out of it other than getting off on playing me. So, like, and nobody wants to be a father to a child that they didn't have. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's not fair. Like, I just want someone to love. Like, I love my daughter. Yeah, I get to come home to her every day. But, you know, like, I want a partner. It's like my best friend to spend every day with forever. I don't know. I think after being pregnant and going through that entire thing alone, when that is meant to be shared between two people, and I'm continually going through it alone, I'm doing everything by myself. I think it makes me like crave a partner and to be loved more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like bury those feelings down, and so I'm literally just fucking all the time, being a whore.
She's going to tell you she's going to tell you the truth. She's like, this is what I want. This is what I want, but I can't get that. So I'm out there being promiscuous. Exactly. Because she can't find love or feel loved, she's going to replace it with promiscuity. And for a lot of guys, they think, oh, it's for the pleasure of it. It's, it's her, getting off. It's not about that. And it's one of the first women I've ever seen actually admit that.
And I don't I know that's not what I should be doing, and I need to, my daughter has no part in it, by the way. These people don't know have anything to do with my daughter, but it's totally separate from her. But I don't know, it's kind of just I'm sitting back and I'm like, it might feel good for a second to have someone, show some sort of desire for me, but
There it is. It might feel good for a second, and y'all might have thought it was going to go to, pleasure or the big O. Excuse me. No, it's about feeling desired. Except that's not the type of desire she actually wants. And now, she's just going to be left over. If only we had listened to you guys a lot earlier. If only we had listened to get married young, have babies, instead of go be a girl boss, which she's clearly not being a big time girl boss. What is she doing? Nothing. It's empty. It's completely empty. And there aren't guys around there were for people who are 40 right now that are looking to wife up a single mom, because men have woken up to what that means for them, that they know that they will never come first. They will at best come second after the child, but most of the time it's going to be, she's going to prioritize herself and then her child and then you. And men get that now. And they don't need the financial liability or to get attached to that child. And then she divorces you later and you have literally no rights to that child. You'll never see that child again. And that is heartbreaking. I know of men that has happened to. And they're just well, he's out there somewhere.
That's not the only desire for me that I want. I don't know, I just want to walk in the door and I just want to care for someone. I just want to love someone. I don't know. And I just want someone to love me and care about me. I just want that safety and that comfort. Is that so hard to ask for? I don't know, I feel like me and my daughter deserve someone.
Don't get into that deserving stuff. Don't be one of those deservers.
But I just feel like there will never be anyone, so I don't really know what to do. I just feel so hopeless in my life right now. And I just feel so empty. And it's so depressing. And I try and shove all my feelings away and I don't know, do random shit when I feel upset. Get a piercing or go get a tattoo or go fuck another guy. But it doesn't fulfill me. So,
right.
I don't know. I don't really know what talking about this is doing, but I don't know. People are oh, one day, there will be one day that there's someone, but I don't foresee that ever happening. And I don't want my daughter to grow up out without a father, and I don't know, I just hate my life.
If you don't want your daughter to grow up without a father, don't be promiscuous and do the hanky-panky with someone that is not going to be a good father. If I were giving advice to a young lady like this, it wouldn't be that different from the advice I would give to a man, which I wouldn't be doing directly unless he asked me. But I would say you need to start to get very accountable about how you got to this position. You need to get real with yourself and understand that you've made some big mistakes. You can't blame it all on I didn't know and propaganda and all of that, because we kind of knew, right? And you have to recognize that you might go alone. Your daughter might be without a father. But right now, let's clean up the language. Let's clean up the language. Let's start living your life a lot cleaner Let's get rid of alcohol. Let's get rid of any of that. No more piercings, no more tattoos, none of that. Definitely no more hanky-panky, no more promiscuousness. I probably already said that. Start to have a good regimen. Work out, eat right. You know, all of those things. Think about, what does it mean to be a woman? What does it mean to be a lady? And start trying to be that. And of course, I would say, let's start opening the Bible. And some of you might think I'm crazy, but some of you are probably getting to the point now where you're like, you know what? There might be something, there might be something to that. And there's a lot to that. But she was very honest about that. And they don't want to be 304s anymore. Because, okay, yeah, you're desirable for that. So what? What does it mean? What does it even mean? Nothing. It takes away from your soul. It does the opposite of feeding your soul. I think it's shocking how many women are coming to these realizations. And I think it's a direct result of men walking away. I cannot explain it any other way. But they're not getting it. They're not getting it yet. But y'all keep talking, keep telling them, because they're a lot closer to getting it than they ever have been.
So this is not me crying on my kitchen floor. This is me about to cry on my bathroom floor. I just don't understand why it's so hard for me to find a partner or to be a partner to anyone. Like, I'm 27. I've never been in any type of relationship, and I am really sweet. I'm really nice. Like, I've been in so many talking stages and none of them have led to a relationship. And I have so much love to give, and I just feel like I can't find the right person, and it's making me really sad because everyone that I do like.
Check your friend zone. Check your standards. If you're thinking, oh, he's hot, there's a spark, that's not, look, I get that you need to be attracted to whoever you're with, but these women have put such an emphasis on that. It's a big reason why they're lost. Because something the ladies need to know is that when we are around a man quite a bit and we start to get to know him, suddenly the attraction can change. And usually that's the type of attraction that lasts, because that's based on who they are, not some outer exterior. That's why dating apps are terrible, because it's a picture of a person. And we can't tell anything by that. Not really. So she needs to check her friend zone to see. And 27. What have you been doing? Dating, going to clubs, stuff like that. That's what I'm going to assume. That's a good way to not find somebody.
Doesn't like me back. Like, I was obsessed with someone for like a long time, and they friend zoned me because of a comment I made. And I just feel like no one ever like sticks it out with me. Like, no one ever makes it past the 2-month mark or the 3-month mark. And
she needs to ask them why. She said she made a comment and then he like broke it off with her. Did you apologize? Can you take accountability? I feel like I know there's all these dating coaches. I want to actually be like, look, here, we need to get some etiquette. We need to become a lady. We need to look at your character. I don't think anybody would sign up.
maybe it's me, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand, because I'm such a loving, sweet girl, that I just don't understand why people don't see me as worthy of love.
It's a crisis for these ladies. And I think, why don't you just ask them? Don't ask your girlfriends. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to, oh, you'll find someone. There's someone out there for everyone. There's plenty of fish in the sea. No. I don't want to be rude, but have you guys ever heard the saying, rode hard, put away wet? I know what it sounds like, but it's a term relating to horses. And it's like you're not taking care of that horse. It's doing too much and then it's not taking care of itself. Some of these ladies are barely 30. And why do they look so much older than that? Drinking, staying out late. And I have a theory, and I want to know what you guys think about it. But I think when you're promiscuous and you have a lot of partners as a woman, I think it ages us. And I don't know scientifically, but it seems to me that that's the case. I'm saying that right now for a reason. Let's look at our next bachelorette. These are the real bachelorettes, not that show.
Last night I came home from the bar and
Bar.
cried myself to sleep because, and I understand this is like a little bit vulnerable, because I feel like no one is ever going to like fall in love with me. And I texted my friends about it, and my friend was like, you know, someone's gonna love you because people already do, and how like I don't want to settle, and like I'm not settling, and I only get one person, and like I should be with the right one and not force it with the wrong one. I'm like, I know all of that, right?
Yeah, but all of that is baloney. You know all that, and that's all. That's the problem. Our brains are so full of all this baloney. It's not true. We're not getting the truth from our girlfriends. We're not. It's just a circle of stuff to make us feel better or get us out of the conversation or not hurt your feelings or rag on guys. It's not helpful. It's not helpful. But the truth doesn't feel good.
It doesn't make it any easier that I'm 29. Every single like dating
29.
experience that I have is just a joke, or I like get myself into these like situationships and I'm like just over it because they're just, it makes you like wonder why you're not good enough for the real thing, right? And like I've been dealing with this my entire 20s. It's nothing new. My friends have always been in relationships. I've always been the single one. But
I'm getting the vibe that your standards are too high. If you're always getting yourself into situationships and you don't understand why you're not worthy and all your friends are in relationships, but you're not, I think you think you're up here and you're not. You're not, and you need to be real with yourself. And it doesn't make you happier to have an overinflated ego with what you think you deserve or what have you. It doesn't. Because you probably feel that way about yourself, and you're probably angry at yourself all the time because you're not at that standard. So, lady, you got to get real with yourself.
when it gets to the point where like I'm just wondering if I'm gonna get married or have kids, like I start to worry about it a little bit. And like, I don't know. I guess I thought that at this point in my life, like I wouldn't still be feeling this way. I just think it's important to like share moments like that online because I don't know, we see all these trends about like marriage and picking the girl up off the side of the street, but like I don't really feel like I see a lot of this discourse online.
No, actually, you don't, because women are only just now starting to admit this because they're getting desperate. That's the truth. This is desperation. And what she's looking for is more of the same. No, you're awesome. He's out there, blah, blah, blah. She's 29. The thing is that we're meant to be thinking like this when we're 20. That's what generations before, for millennia, have done. This 29 and like don't know if you'll ever have children or babies or, you know, that's the same thing, or be married, you're already very late to the game. And the other thing I want to say, and I think you guys have probably noticed this, is when they're like, I don't know if it'll ever happen. It's like, that's not the way life works. Things don't just like fall on your head. It's not a romantic comedy. It's not going to all of a sudden, and it's not a Disney fairy tale where a prince is just going to show up. It's not the way life works. You have to make yourself that person. I'm talking to her like she can hear me. You have to make yourself that person that would achieve that. Being a wife is an achievement. And I don't mean in the sense that a lot of these princesses think, where it's like, well, I achieved it because now I have his wallet. No, you achieved it because now you're worthy to be a wife. It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's all of those things. And that's why men are walking away. Because where are they? All you see is vultures. That's all you see. Vultures and parasites. You don't see wives. Are any of the chicks that we have seen so far in this show, have any of them been wives? I'm not asking you, are they married? I'm asking you if they are wives. The closest one is the single mom from the beginning, because she was talking about wanting to love someone, wanting to serve someone. She still didn't get a little deservy at the end because, of course, woman. But all these other ones, when do I get? When can I have? When will this happen to me? Wrong attitude. Bad attitude. Sorry, I keep getting so close. I am not used to computer cam. All right, I get that working tomorrow. But yeah, it's all about me, me, me. And the irony is, these ladies are sitting here going, when will this happen for me? How come I can't get this? And it's like the very way you're asking, the very way you are wanting this is the reason you won't get it. Because it's all about yourself. It's not about what you can give and what you can do and duties and responsibilities, any of that. When you have that attitude, the rest of that comes and you don't take it for granted. These women are not in a state of mind where they're going to be grateful for anything. How are you going to be grateful for anything when it just happens to you? People who think like that are not grateful and accountable. Okay, this is one I can't muster a morsel of pity for this one. This is, in case you guys are like, well, some of these seem kind of sweet. This one will get you back on track to hold the line. Hold out until you meet someone that you can trust and still never sign that contract. Never sign that contract. The government has nothing to do with your personal relationships. Anyway, here's her crash out.
I'm currently crashing out right now about being single, so let's talk about it. I never make videos like this. I never make videos of my single crash outs because I feel like it's really inauthentic to me and my brand. I always try to talk about how amazing being single is and how empowering it can be and to embrace this period of your life. And
Translation: I usually lie because I don't want to seem weak. You're welcome for that translation.
Worked really hard to get to a place where thoroughly I do believe that 98% of the time. Being single is not this like linear happy place, and there are days where you're gonna crash out and things are gonna trigger you, and that's me right now. My single crash outs stem mostly from two reasons. Number one is the perception people have of me that I am still single. So while I internally maybe don't feel like anything's wrong, or I internally feel okay with it, I crash out because I'm like, oh my God, everyone else must think I'm a total fucking loser.
That's a funny freeze on her. That's not it. If you really don't care and you like being single, wondering what other people think is not going to bother you. It's just not. So she's telling on herself, as they always do, as we always do. Yes, it does matter to you. And most of the time, you can hold up that front and you can pretend it doesn't. And you can have it not get to you. What she's saying actually is, but sometimes that truth bubbles up And I realize I'm living my life wrong. And I need to be more vulnerable. And yes, women do. We do. This is instinctual, you guys. Hear me out. Women, oh, I don't want to do the hand talking. Women do judge each other based on their relationship status and based on the quality of that man. I think that's a big reason why women want the tall men and the this and the that. It's not for themselves. It's to show him off, because this is how women think. If a woman can get a man that other women would want, it means she is high status. That's just the way the world works. It's the way the world works. If you've got the best protector against the bear and the best provider, I'm talking about like out in the wilderness without all society, this lies to us about who men are and who women are. If you're a woman and you've got the best guy, then you've got a higher status yourself. It's just true. And she is realizing, and she can understand, I don't want to be the spinster. I don't want to be the leftover. That's why there was such a thing as a spinster, what we called a spinster back in the day, not that long ago. And those women were looked down upon because it's like, well, what's the matter with you? How come you can't even get a man? And honestly, I remember that in middle school. I remember it's like, oh, she doesn't even have a boyfriend. I didn't say that, but that is how we are. Do not let any woman lie to you. That is the truth. So all these single women and women that are sharing men, they're crashing out constantly, even if it's just inside their mind. Okay, let's get back to her crash out.
Everyone else must think that I'm doing something wrong, that I don't do enough. And people make comments out of a place of love, but they say, you know, you're too picky. You need to go up to people. You need this, you need that. And like that inherently means that you are doing something wrong. While I have never looked at someone who's been single for a long time and thought lesser of them, I still can't shake that feeling that like,
I think she thought, oh, thank God they're single too. That's what she thought.
Other people think it of me. It's why I honestly don't talk about it on here as much as like maybe I want to. It's like I constantly have to prove to myself that I love being single.
She has to prove to herself? Exactly, lady. Exactly. You should think before you speak, because you are just giving it all away. This is the ultimate crash out. This is what's happening in all these women's minds right now. Oh my God. I don't have a guy. I can't get a guy. I'm too masculine. She doesn't know that. I'm too masculine. I'm too bossy. I can't be vulnerable. I'm too loud. I'm too brash. And therefore, I'm alone. And yeah, it does mean something about you. It does. And guess what? You know what? I'm going to say it. This MGTOW thing. Hey, oh my God. Well, Lola knocked down everything. Hold on, I'll be right back. I am not going to edit that out. It's just too perfect. I have a different setup right now because the camera and everything, and I don't know what that was, but anyways, continuing on. Don't do it again. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you're enjoying this video and you like little Lola, hit like, please. I gotta keep this in because one day she won't be with me and I'll always have this video to remember. It reminds me of the olden days when I was like using the phone propped up and it looked like I don't know, hostage videos. Anyway, back to our resident psycho. Yeah, she's giving it all away. She's giving it all away. We inherently do not feel valuable when we are not with a man. It's just true. And women for generations now have been trying to live this lie that we're strong and independent, we don't need no man and everything. And it's a lie. It's a lie. And finally, some of the younger ones are just, you can't take it anymore. You know why? Because you guys aren't propping us up. You're not propping up this lie of being strong and independent. Us feeling strong and independent only works when you're actually propping us up to feel that way. When you're still treating us like a princess and all that stuff, and you guys are done with it. Good. It's going to make us better. And that change is a coming.
24/7 all the time. I think it's also why I like push myself into the ground sometimes, and why I like travel as much as I do, and I go all over the place, whatever, because I think it'll help people's perception of me. They'll think, oh, you know, Stella wants to be single. Look at, like, she couldn't do all this stuff if she was with someone. She couldn't solo travel. She couldn't this. She couldn't that. Like, her lifestyle's too busy. Like, I don't know. And then on the flip end of it, I crash out because I'm like, I'm not a good single person. And I know there's no such thing, but like, I look at other friends of mine who are single or are single, and like they have a roster and they're dating like 5 times a week, and they have situationships and
They're not happy either. We've just seen a bunch of them earlier on this stream.
crushes here and there, whatever. I don't do that. And when I have opportunities to do that, I don't want to do that because like that's just not who I am. And instead of embracing that, I feel more insecure about it. I don't know. That was my brain dump. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to it, have advice about it, whatever it is, but I just wanted to share.
Yeah, a bunch can relate to it. A bunch can. And what I want is for the younger women, like 18, 19, 20, to be hearing this. Heck, even younger. If middle school girls can be like wanting to do OF, then why can't middle school girls want to be worthy of being a wife? It's an excellent thing to aspire to be a wife and a mother. We used to do that, and we used to be way happier. All of this is a mess. And honestly, the men walking away, or the ones who are still in it, but they're like, look, I have standards. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm a mess. I'm a mess today. I'm not going to put up with this. That's going to make us better. Because at the end of the day, women want men. We want to be desired by men, and we want to be with a man. And most of us actually do want to have children. You guys have all the power and control because you can say, no, you're not offering anything I want. The juice isn't worth the squeeze, right? And that's why these women are crashing out. Because it's just, you guys aren't allowing it. So the correction is coming. This is what it looks like in process. Anyway, you guys, thanks for being with me on this weird camera Lola knocking things over stream. Oh, it's like a classic episode, right? Oh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back a few years in my content and check that out. It was rough. Anyway, make sure you feed your souls, protect your peace. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.